What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We are your hosts, the Distorted Theorists, and today we are finally getting around to watching the new trailer, which I didn't know was coming, for a 2025 I Know What You Did Last Summer. Peter, this is a film that in 1997 set the tone for slasher films. It was right when Scream was out and all that good stuff back when the 90s were pumping out great horror movies. I've never seen it. What?
Nope, never seen I Know What You Did.
Well, before we tell everyone that and
I know Buffy's in it, that's it.
Before we tell everyone that, as always, if you want to support our channel, we clearly need it. If you would just hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave us a comment down below. Is I Know What You Did Last Summer a franchise that needed this sequel so late in the game?
So let me see if I remember the story of a movie that I never saw. They're teenagers, hit somebody, kill them, get rid of the body maybe in some way, shape, or form, and then they go on to live their lives. They don't tell anyone, and then they just start getting picked off because someone comes by with a hook
and knew what they did last summer. It's been a minute. I mean, since I last seen it, I can't even remember who the killer ended up.
Is the hook or scythe in it?
There's a couple different weapons. There's an ice pick at one point, but the hook is the catch-all.
The hook is the hook?
Yeah. But, again, it was back when the 90s were cool. You know what I mean? It's the end of the 90s.
90s were cool.
Yeah, well, especially for cinema, because they had like, I can't do it.
In a world.
Yeah, it was always that. But now,
goofy movie. Come on, man.
They did spawn a couple sequels after the fact. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, and I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. And then, very recently, in like a couple years ago, they came out with 2 seasons, I think, of I Know What You Did Last Summer TV show, which wasn't bad,
but it wasn't good.
It wasn't great. Me and the wife watched it. We enjoyed it. It wasn't great, but there was no payoff and it got canceled. But Peter, now they're doing a 2025 remake, sequel. I don't know. There's only one way to find out, and that is to get into the I Know What You Did Last Summer trailer reaction, review, and breakdown right now.
Baby, you okay?
90s are back, baby.
Why don't you go upstairs and
cleavage?
do that guided meditation?
Is that Sydney Sweeney? No, it's not Sydney Sweeney.
It kind of looks like it, but no.
Find a peaceful setting.
Seriously?
And close your eyes. Imagine
is just
a
all
white light calling you.
Oh, that's just like Scream.
Yeah.
Feel that love.
Yeah, no one's going to be able to tell.
Body
And then...
and emanating out from your
How'd that
chest.
even... Oh, that's a harpoon.
Take a deep
Well, that's
breath
gonna
in
like rip through your aorta.
and
You're
remember
dead, bro.
the
He is a
energy
nurse,
you
ladies and
give to
gentlemen.
the universe always comes back to you.
There's the hook.
See? I know
Oh, and he's dressed just like the fisherman too. Buddy getting gutted up while you're taking a bath.
This is some kind of karma for what we did.
Oh, you did do something.
What if someone saw what happened?
So this is even more, very similar trope, I guess.
I know what you did last summer.
Listen,
You
it
need to
sounds
handle
cheesy,
this.
but it's kind of cool.
This isn't the first time there's been violence like this in Southport. It's not going to stop.
That's Buffy. That's not Buffy.
Yeah, but that's... So this is a sequel.
I need to start drinking. Someone is coming after us.
Bro.
I need your help.
Did you get it?
Oh, bro.
I just have one
That's
question.
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
What did you do last summer?
That was a bit cheese, but I'm okay with it.
This place is so beautiful, it makes me want to die.
And you probably will. Bro, that's coming out in July. Like, that's soon.
Yes.
I'm a 90s baby, okay? This means something to me.
See, I'm more interested in seeing the new Scream movies. I haven't seen
Which is also
anything
coming this
past
year?
Scream, no.
Scream
is it?
7.
Yeah, but I thought it was Scream 8.
No. Scream 7.
Oh, but I thought that was on hold.
Not that I'm aware of.
Didn't something happen
Nev Campbell's coming back, so...
Yeah, but I thought there was something with Jenna Ortega, too. I thought
I don't
there
think
was
so.
a schedule.
Not that I know of. But
I'd be more interested in watching the Scream movies than this. Not because I'm not interested in this. It's just like I never got like I know Jennifer Love Hewitt was in the first one. I know Sarah Michelle Gellar was in the first one.
She did.
Well, that I saw the.
We assume maybe she's not, and she's the killer.
Maybe it's her.
But you know what? That was something that the thing with the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies is the killer always walked amongst them, which I guess was also very true for Scream. Urban
Saw.
Legend was another one. No. Saw don't fall in this category. This is a slasher film. Come on now.
But
Urban Legend, again, the killer always walked among it. But I want to share a memory with anyone watching right now of my experience with I Know What You Did Last Summer. And the reason why I do enjoy the franchise. When I was, 1997, I was like 9. So let's say I watched this movie when I was like 10 or 11. Okay, let's say, probably shouldn't have, but I did. My mom owned a movie store. It's all good. There's a scene in the first one where there's, I think it's a woman. I think. Could be a man. I can't remember. Anyway, they're
50-50.
But anyway, they're in the backseat of a cop car. And the cop gets out and the cop gets, I think it might actually be the cop that gets the hook up through the mandible. Okay? Boom. Is that right? Am I saying that right, nurse? I think so.
Yeah,
anyway,
this is the mandible.
But I'll never forget, the hook goes up, which is fine. You're like, oh. But he does this thing where he obviously has blood packets or whatever, and the blood just, and like runs out of his mouth. And it is pure black in the moonlight. I don't know how they got that shot, but it still haunts me to this day and made me fearful of those movies, okay? So I just wanted to share that because if anyone's watching that, you know what I'm talking about.
That reminds me of Hot Fuzz, if you know, you know.
Because then I think it's a girl in the back and then she kicks out the window or something and gets out before the killer comes to the cop car.
Shouldn't be able to kick out the back window of a cop car.
I
That's
know.
reason why
But the cop gets up through the thing and blood just goes, and I'll never forget that sight because it has stayed with me. Again, Jeepers Creepers. This is all films that was coming out of, I don't know if you call that slasher, but They were doing cooking with something special back in the 90s, all right? Pete, you were in the 90s, baby. I mean, what do you remember for these slasher films? What was your... Scream was your jam, was it?
No, none of them were. Goofy movie.
Is this why you...
Like that was
Is
the
this why
scariest...
you can't watch jump scares with me now?
No, I just don't... I think jump scares are cheap.
Fair enough.
The best jump scare was in Alien. With the friggin' cat.
Well, okay. We're talking almost 30 years later.
Yeah.
What do you think this movie needs to bring to the table in order to be a success in 2025? On the whole, not necessarily.
Well, they've already. You know what?
Yeah, like
they've already played their card. They brought back Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt.
So we're getting the cameo porn trying to hit again.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They should have kept that closer to the heart instead of revealing what it was.
At least, you know what? Even give us Freddie Prinze Jr. Save Jennifer Love Hewitt,
or vice versa.
Yeah, right. But now I'm hanging on to, will the killer be a big swerve from the originals or something?
And it's probably going to be Sarah Michelle because they probably showed her picture.
They did.
Right.
But I can't remember how she dies. I know she was in the prom queen getup and I think she wins and then she dies. But
Carrie.
But you never know. I mean, these movies are all about, remember like Scream, there's rules to the game, right? There's rules to the horror flicks. And maybe the rules weren't followed so closely back then and we just forgot about it. I'm excited. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're excited.
It's not my jam.
I hope you're excited more than Peter. If you want to come sit next to me, we can talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer. As always, thank you so much for joining us for a trailer reaction review and breakdown of I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. As always, if you want to support the channel, we do appreciate it if you would just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave me, not Peter, a comment down below. Did you watch the original? Did you watch the TV shows just a few years ago? And are you super stoked to see Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt return and bless our screens?
And Sarah Michelle Gellar return as the killer.
You never know. But with that, I am the real Jussy.
I'm Peter Parkour, and like we always say around here,
keep it real.